In this tutorial, let me show you some of the general WordPress settings that you probably want to tweak after you install WordPress. So we'll go here in the dashboard down to the left side under settings here. First one I want to talk about is general. Click on that. And you'll see this is, okay, the site title. What is the name of this site? You can also give it a tagline. The WordPress URL where you can access WordPress is generally the same as your site URL, but sometimes some people will install it in a folder or something like that. Generally speaking, these are typically the same. Email address, some other type of stuff here. That is the general settings part of WordPress. So, you know, if your theme supports putting the tagline in your top browser bar here, for instance, you might want to go into your settings panel and change that. Okay, so the next thing is discussion. Now, all these do some cool stuff, but really here's the high points after you do an installation. Discussion, click on that. I always suggest that you moderate comments. So discussion is about the commenting part of WordPress. You can read through all the lists, things like that. The key is, you know, if you want to get emails anytime someone posts a comment, here you check both of those if it's held in comments, so you can go into the WordPress dashboard and, like we talked about in the comments tutorial, moderate those. But the important one is before a comment appears, an administrator must always approve the comment. That's key. We suggest that you do that, comment moderation. And there's some other neat settings here that you can go through, but the main ones are before a comment appears, an administrator has to approve that. You should check that. Okay, so that's the discussion one. Let's go back down here under settings to privacy. Now, this is a cool function of WordPress because you can set up a site, start working on it, and not let the search engines like Google and Bing and Technorati, like it says here, actually access them. But generally, you know, a new domain name, I wouldn't worry about blocking the search engines. This is a kind of a, I don't know, you got to be careful with this privacy setting. On some of our sites, we've accidentally left this clicked after we went live with the site, so it's blocking the search engines. Now, people can normally get to it, but it's blocking the search engines, and that's one of the big features, benefits of using WordPress is it's such a good search engine optimized type piece of software that helps you get found on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and the others. So make sure that's checked too. I would like it to be visible to everyone, including the search engines. That's the privacy setting. Next is permalinks. WordPress by default will give you your URLs to your posts and pages will look like this. Okay, it's checked by default. Now, we suggest your permalinks are using a custom structure of this right here. Now, how to get that is generally it'll be set to default. So how I do that is I click day and name, and then I just delete everything right here. So it just says post name. Once I'm done there, I just click Save Changes, and that's a good way for to optimize your site for search engines to have what's called pretty permalinks, and that's what we suggest for that. Okay, that's the WordPress settings function.